Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. I hope you subscribe, all that stuff. So today we're doing Wifey of the Week, Maggie. So thanks to Maggie for reaching out and wanting to participate in this. If you don't know what it is already, I am doing Wifey of the Week and Hubby of the Week too, because we're not excluding men from this. Just to share your stories every week, and so that you can not feel alone. And maybe someone out there will be able to, it'll inspire somebody else to come out with their story, because I know a lot of people hide, you know, when they are with somebody who's incarcerated, they don't want to talk about it, but here you are safe to talk about it. So today, I already said today, we are going to be reading what she wrote me here in this email. So her name is Maggie. She's from upstate New York. And I asked her to tell the story of how they met. So she said, technically we met through a mutual friend. My friend, her boyfriend, and I had walked to a gas station so her boyfriend could be picked up by a family member. We were around 18, no cars of our own yet. My future husband, Jake, was standing outside waiting on his friend, who had gone inside to buy beer. Since he knew my friend and her boyfriend, we all started talking. Jake had also been drinking that night. Somehow we all got on the topic of how everyone is getting pregnant nowadays. So this was back in 2011. It led Jake to asking my friend and I if we were pregnant. When I said no, he asked if I wanted to be. Smooth. Apparently his drunk self thought that was smooth. Oh, that's what she said then. Needless to say, it's not that that made me fall for him. My friend had told me he wasn't actually usually that forward. A month later, I added him on Facebook. He messaged me because he remembered me from that night, and the rest is history. We still get a laugh out of that night. She said that he's been down for 5 years and they're expecting 17 more. And the biggest struggle that she says is feeling resentment towards other people for not getting in touch with them. Obviously, I'm talking about family and friends. So often they say they miss him and ask me how he's doing, but they don't take the time to write him or even go see him. It's been 5 years. There's really no excuse not to pick up a pen and piece of paper and ask how he's doing. Most of the time, I feel like they just ask about him out of obligation, to make themselves feel better. I struggle with trying to let those feelings go and not expressing those feelings to him for fear of making him feel bad. I totally understand this, like, so much. We have mutual friends too that ask about my husband, and it's like, you have the ability to write him a letter or even answer his calls when he calls. So don't ask me how he's doing. Why don't you ask him how he's doing? Because asking me how he's doing, and she said, like, out of obligation, because that's what it feels like. It's like they see you and they're like, they feel like they have to ask you how he's doing. It's very annoying. Her favorite snack while visiting is Sour Patch Kids, and she gets to talk on the phone with him every other day. The most annoying question she gets asked is definitely, how long does he have? Whenever someone outside of the prison life asks me that question, I get the same response when I answer. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry to hear that. How are you going to do that long without him? I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I don't need someone to feel sorry for me. I chose to wait for him. I don't feel sorry for myself. It is what it is, and I'm just sick of seeing a look of sympathy or judgment on people's faces. Does your family support your decision? And she said, my husband and I were together for 2 years before he went in, so my family knows and loves him. My parents, grandparents, and my best friend are very supportive of our relationship. Our other family members, aunts, cousins, uncles, they are supportive face to face, but behind my back, or if I get on their bad side, they talk shit about his situation or throw it in my face that I'm married to someone in prison, which is annoying. I would just ignore it. Is there any advice you'd like to give any others out there going through this? She says, her advice is really good, so listen to this. Build your own life outside of your relationship. Do not let your loved one's sentence consume you. Love them wholeheartedly, respect them, make time for them, but don't make them your whole entire world. If all you do is sit by the phone and wait for them to call, life will get lonely fast. Also, join a prison wife support group. I'm a part of at least 4 of them, and they help so much. So that really is good advice, Maggie. Like, that's probably the best advice, is to make sure you have your own life. And that's even if you're with your spouse, like, outside of prison. Like, that you just have to have your own life, because waiting by the phone is not going to do nothing for you. You're going to get sadder. You still have to go out with your friends and family and try to live as normally as you can. So thank you so much again for Maggie, to Maggie, for reaching out and wanting to be a part of this. And if you haven't already and you want to be a part of this, please send me an email so I can send you these questions and we can share your story on the next video. And I wanted to mention that, you know, this isn't just for people who are technically married or legally married. Like if you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, you are able to participate in this. I just do wifey of the week because it's easy to say, it's just kind of catchy, but it's for everyone, anyone who's in a relationship, or even like, it doesn't even have to be that. It could even be like somebody who has a brother who's incarcerated, or sister, like any type of family member, because there's so many people incarcerated in this country. I read an article the other day that said that one out of two, every two people, something like that. Okay, sorry, I had to literally go look it up because I was like stumbling right there. But the article that I'm looking at, it states that 1 in every 4 women in the US has a family member behind bars. So I know there's a lot of us out there, and I know it's hard to want to talk about it, which is so sad to me. It is so sad. Like, I can't even get started on the fact that we are the country that has the highest level of incarcerated people in the world. Why? Like, it just makes no sense to me. And if you're to hear every single person's story, you would know that there's a lot of reasons why people shouldn't be incarcerated, and especially as long as they are being incarcerated. So anyways, I just want to bring more awareness to us. This isn't for clout. This isn't for you know, just for YouTube. I want to help you guys feel like you're not alone, because I felt alone for a long time, and I felt like nobody out there would understand. Nobody would be able to talk to me about it, and that's not true. It's not true. Sorry, let me bring it in. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Stay strong, and please reach out and be a part of this. It will just make my day and make someone else's day. So, love you. Bye.